I am Samuel from the Craftable Pro, and in this next video we will take a break from the terminal and just talk about what features Craftable Pro offers. We will discuss the media library, roles and permissions management, delve into user access, and dig deeper into localizations. Let me start by sharing my screen.
The first feature we are going to discuss is the Media Manager. In the Media Manager, you'll see all the media uploaded across your models. You'll also find media uploaded using WYSIWYGs in text fields within your models. Additionally, if you need to upload an image without attaching it to a specific model, you can do so using the Upload Media button. One cool feature I want to show you is the ability to edit an image before uploading it. So I will try to upload an example picture here. Before the picture is uploaded, I can not only change the alt text and the picture name, but also click on the crop button. A model will appear, offering basic functionalities such as cropping or rotating the picture. So, as you can see, I can rotate the picture or crop the selection. We can modify the selection, and once we are happy with it, all we need to do is click the crop image button. After that, we can finally upload our image. After the upload, I can view the picture among the uploaded images. You can also see options to filter the files based on whether it's a picture or a file. Additionally, using filters, you can also sort files based on model type, collection, image format, or disk. Let's move on to access. Here, you can manage Craftable Pro users. Be aware, these are not the same as Laravel users. Craftable Pro users have their own model and are meant to be admins with access to the Craftable Pro admin panel. You are able to invite users by typing their email and the role that will be assigned after registration. Once you invite the user, they receive an email with a link. After clicking the link, a registration form pops up and they can complete the registration. This behavior can be further modified in the configs. You can also disable the need to verify users or allow them to register using some OAuth provider, such as Gmail or a Microsoft account. If you look closely, you can also see the option to use two-factor authentication. This option will be reviewed later in this course. We can jump into the user edit form. As you can see, we can change the user's name, email, and default locale for the admin panel. We can also change the user role and password. Moving on to roles, you can define your own roles and their permissions. For example, you could define a role translator with access only to localization. You will also have the option to enforce two-factor authentication here, but as I said, this will be reviewed later. Now let's hop on to permissions management. As you can see in this table, you can define permissions for every role and every CRUD action of existing models. What's great about Craftable Pro is that it automatically generates roles even for newly created models. For example, if you created a model post using Craftable Pro, you would automatically be able to see here permissions for every CRUD operation within that model. By default, Craftable Pro comes with the roles Administrator and Guest. Now, let's skip localization and move directly into the settings. We need to make some changes in settings to fully demonstrate how localization works. In settings, you are currently able to do three things: add new locales, set the default locale, and set the default route to which Craftable Pro users will be redirected after login. Let's add a new language so that we can move to the next part, which is localization. In Craftable Pro, apart from the ability to translate columns that you defined during CRUD generation, you can also define translatable strings across your application. Craftable Pro comes with several scanners, such as JavaScript, PHP, or JSON scanners. These scanners can automatically detect translatable strings in your code and load them into the localization manager. To display translated text in the selected language, Craftable Pro comes with prepared functions you can use in your front end in Vue files or in PHP Blade files. So, if you have defined English and French languages, when your user uses the French version of your site, it will automatically show texts in the French language. You have two options: to scan translations or to publish them. When you add a new translatable string into your code, you need to rescan the code base so that Craftable Pro can find the newly added string in the database. After that, in case we want to use the translations in JavaScript files, we need to publish them. After hitting the Publish button, Craftable Pro generates JSON files that will be automatically loaded by Vue files, or you can use them, for example, in your mobile app. I can show you in our demo project how it works. I will find the welcome blade file currently used for the homepage of our demo project. Here, as you can see, I add some translatable strings using the translatable function. As you can see, the homepage shows the text in English. After hitting the rescan button, the text will be added to my list of translatable strings. Now we can freely translate it by clicking on the edit icon. As you can see, we can translate it into French because we previously added it on the settings page. On our homepage, there is still text in English because our application is set to English. So let me change the current language to French. After I manually change the language to French, you can see that the text is automatically translated. Scanning and publishing is highly configurable and will be further analyzed in a separate video.
Now we have covered the basic functionality of Craftable Pro, and we can finally move on to creating our backend for training app. So, see you in the next video.